Okay. Natalie, you take it away!
Hey guys, I'm the Netchin. I love all things raccoons, and I play Noah. I'm gonna pass it diagonally to Murphy.
The one direction I wasn't expecting. Well played. Hello, I'm Murphy. I play Quinn. She's a gangrel. And then she will pass it down to... God, she was going to say the oldest, but that's rude, right? It's true, but it's rude. Anyway, hey Daniel, it's your turn.
Good evening, everybody. I am the YankeeBoy. Tonight I play the resident Salubri, Daniel Price. I'm gonna send it diagonally across the way to Evan.
Hi everyone, I'm Chron, your local resident gremlin. I play Evan, our Toreador. I'm going to pass it back to our dungeon mistress, Void Doll.
What's up, guys? That's me! What do you guys remember from last time?
Last time we started back at the house with Jihoon. He had a very emotional conversation with Alpha. Alpha actually, showed Jihoon his scars, which he shared were mostly self-inflicted. And after that conversation, it shifted to actually Delta offering to take Jihoon elsewhere. By elsewhere, that ends up being Jihoon's mother's house. Even though he is more educated and aware of the risk, it was where he emotionally needed to be. And Delta just needed to get away, wanted to take Zeta somewhere else to take care of her, so it all worked out. Jihoon and Delta watched some Romance Island with Jihoon's mother until she was like, I am old and I'm going to bed, I am sleepy. On the car ride there, though, there was a very interesting, I think very much a bonding moment between Delta and Jihoon where they had basically a venting session where they screamed and yelled about not only their problems, but they pretended to be each other and screamed about their problems. It was very therapeutic. And then over back at the hospital outside, we had some moments where characters were conversating. Sigma had to step away and have a debate with his very, very perfect, wonderful, lovely Daisy, 6-year-old perfectness, and why she had to go back with mom and could not go with dad. While that was happening, we had some little conversations between different characters. Evan did all kinds of text flirting with Delta, and Delta was talking about how she was making Jihoon watch Romance Island and was trying to persuade him over to Team Mark, and then they got Jihoon into the conversation, and there was actually a phone call, and Evan was like, yeah, blah blah blah, Mark, blah, on the show, and tell me what you like, and Jihoon got to a point where he was flustered and hung up on Evan. All in good fun. And then we shifted the conversation over to Noah and Maddie, who is Sigma's ex. They had a very serious conversation about him and Sigma's relationship, whether or not he's clean, aka Noah also used to have a drug problem, which we learned because Maddie knows about that. And basically it was just a conversation of how it's gonna take a lot of effort to, well, as she put it, it takes a village to raise those children, and they're just gonna do their best. And through her words, Noah he promised that he would contact his family and see what he can do about, maybe Nicholas and Daisy could be friends. Maybe they can help get Daisy into the really, really good school, etc. Noah found out that Sigma's mom, who he knows is very important to Sigma, is mad at him and hasn't talked to him very much except for to yell at him in like a year because of him and Noah. So it was a very rough conversation. It brought to light a lot of things for Noah, but hopefully in the end it'll all work out. After that, we moved over to Kappa and Quinn, who were in the car, and they also had a very serious conversation. Basically, they, with each other's support, swapped secrets. Kappa confided in Quinn about some physical experiences that he had with Wes that he did not ask for, did not feel like he wanted, but he was confused about the fact that like his body reacted and he feels like guilt and shame. And Quinn told him that our bodies are just bodies and they're going to react how they're going to react. That doesn't mean that's what your heart wanted and that's what matters. He doesn't need to apologize. He shouldn't feel guilt for that because it's not what he wanted. He asked her not to tell anyone, and he feels like he can't tell Noah because then Noah will probably get hurt. And then Quinn's turn to tell her secret. She felt like her secret was a little bit more silly in comparison, but honestly it's just as important, just different. She admitted to Kappa that she not only has feelings for Beta, but she is also pretty sure that she has very similar feelings for Alpha, and she's afraid of that. And and just like she was there for him, he was there for her in saying that, Kappa was like, well, I mean, why not try it? I mean, you have to talk to Beta, but maybe you're like Noah and you just love two people with your whole heart. And so that was a really good, really heavy conversation, but it did end with the two of them sitting in a friendly, almost relaxed, thoughtful silence together. And then the scene shifted to Daniel and Sigma sitting together on a bench. Daisy came over and said goodnight. Did call Daniel Uncle Danny, which was really cute, but everything Daisy does is cute because she's perfect and we love her. And then Daniel and Sigma basically had a heart-to-heart about basically just talking about how they have each other's backs and like wholeheartedly mean it. Like Sigma's like, I've got you because you're there for me, and I'm gonna make sure I'm there for you. And then Daniel made Sigma promise that if he ever became too far gone, that he would do what needed to be done, which is a hard ask. And Sigma even said that's a hard ask, but he agreed. And afterward, the two of them headed back to the car. Sigma asked if he could drive because he really wanted to drive Beta's car. And so with Sigma in the driver's seat, the coterie heads back to Daniel's.
These last few nights have been, in some ways, life-changing. In many ways, they have changed your nights forever. At the very least, they have predicated a difference in you. At the very least, a change. Now, the ignition for this significant change in your kindred is something simple, really. Something small, something mundane, something that anyone could say. But it is the fact that it was spoken in this way and by this individual that this is even happening. Many of you wander the night lost, alone, and without family to call your own. But as you sit in the car and there is a hush, the radio itself seems afraid to play music. It's so quiet, and it isn't necessarily uncomfortable. The quiet is charged with something, and all of you feel it when that charge ignites, when it changes. And there's no going back on this threshold. But you, as the player, must make the choice. So that you make the choice, fully aware, I will describe to you simply. All of you have gained the loyalty and the unfettered love of a 6-year-old princess. Each of you, to that tiny life, is a miraculous treasure. One that she's colored with, made sparkly eye patches with, spoken to over pancakes, giggled at, asked if you were mommy, or called you Uncle Danny. All of you have the choice now to accept Daisy, Alvida, Blackthorn, or Bane as your touchstone.
Yes.
I think for Quinn, absolutely, because she's family.
Yeah, once you go Uncle Danny, you don't go back.
All right, Evan?
Yeah, you can't do pancakes and not.
Okay, each of you gain a point of humanity. Alex, I spoke to you about your particular interest, but go ahead and apply that dot. This point of humanity represents your connection to this little life. Should anything happen to you, should anything happen to her, consequences will be had. It is a danger in general to love someone, but to have them as a touchstone when you yourself are a monster made of nightmares and darkness is a whole other risk. But it is one that there, in the Rolls Royce, there is a definitive choice. And you take it. Risk and all. I would like everyone to roll, if you have it, in Auspex with Wits and Awareness. If you do not have it, just roll Wits and Awareness, please. Oh, wow.
Oh, I
Got a 7, a 7, a 6. All right.
Yeah.
Quinn, what'd you get? Oh, no, Quinn got a 7. Daniel, what'd you get?
Sorry, I mistyped. It's a 5.
Oh, it's
Not a
5.
6.
Got you.
Yeah.
No problem.
But still good for Noah.
No problem.
amazing.
Zero problem.
I got 9.
So, Chron, will you add all those up really quick for me?
That's 28.
Each of you stand in a field of flowers underneath a full moon. Your coterie. No one else. As the camera lifts, you see the long stem of this unknown flower. The petals of the flower are as pale as the whitest sand you could find on any beach. The green of the long stems filter and twist and brush against your thighs like hair. When you focus in this premonition, each of you are marked. Each of you, they are jagged marks, drawn in blood. But there is something beautiful about them. Despite their aggravated, cutting style, they're beautiful. They're spiritual, even. And then one of you howls. And then another, and another, and another. Until your entire coterie is howling under one massive full moon that is as pink as a starting to ripe strawberry. It is so large you could almost reach out and touch the plate of its face. And shafts of moonlight, they filter down like swaths of cut light. It is such a beautiful scene, this rolling hill filled with decadent flowers as pale as the white sands of the shore. In the very far distance, a wolf pack returns your call. And you hear a heartbeat, and you recognize all of you bear a beating heart, and it is in time and it is in tandem, all of them beating as one as you yip and rush forward towards your pack that is waiting for you. You recognize the wolves. You find yourselves, as you run, shifting until you yourself are on all four legs, and it is magnificent. Your tribe, your auspice, burned into your flesh as you will never run alone again. Your family found and true. So long as the moon pulls and the sun continues to rise, you will walk with your tribe. One by one, you return to yourself. Sigma has twisted in the seat, looking at each of you, snapping, waving. You have made it back to Daniel's. And then Sigma grins, and you see his hair flicks, kind of rising like a static, and then his hair forms upwards, and his ears twist. Oh, when he rolls the window then. You all hear that? And strain as you might, you cannot hear it, but Kappa closes his eyes and says, "It's Gaia." And Sigma nods. And then he shuts the engine off, gets out of the car, the door's still open, half in, half out, and he howls. And he says, "Come on, little K. Join her. You're not gonna leave her waiting, are you?" And he grumbles, sitting in the middle. "Excuse me, Quinn. He opens the door and he crawls over you, Quinn. And then he quietly, "Awoo." And Sigma's like, "No, you gotta put your back into it." And I am. Stop telling me what to do. And even though you can't hear it, you're aware she is calling you. And it has something to do with this connection with a perfect 6-year-old little princess. What does the coterie decide to do? As Sigma begins to howl, Kappa begins to howl in a more shy way. It is responded to. Up on the roof, in only her sports bra and her jeans, Beta throws her head back and lets out a bellowing howl that is undeniable authority. Another howl off in the trees answers, and one by one, all across the city of Mass, any wolf, any Garu, respond in kind. Their song, music that you can hear, even though you cannot understand nor pick up the conductor, Gaia herself. What do you do?
Quinn is like instantly sticking her head out the window, like as Kappa leaves, and she's like, "Ah! Yip, yip!"
Pretty infectious.
Oh, no.
Oh, he'll give some woos.
Okay.
Yeah. Evan, Daniel, come on. It feels good.
Evan kind of just shrugs and goes, "When in Rome." And then he joins in.
Yeah, Noah will climb out of the car so he can put his whole hole into it.
She kind of clampers out, too. Hey, Daniel, come on.
What do you do, Danny?
Takes Daniel a moment as he's just listening to this all happen. And then he kind of just shifts his head, like, out the window, thinking about the fact that somewhere out there Zeta is calling. And that singular thought is what gets him to climb out of the car, kind of cup his hand into a makeshift megaphone, and he just, no hesitation, howls. Because now he has so much to live for.
With all of you howling, there is the smallest voice among all of the adults. You do not know how you hear her while she is traveling in her mom's car, but you hear her roll the window down and her tiny ow, 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 as Daisy answers your call. What you have just witnessed is, well, a miracle. Worm-tainted abominations. Monsters. In the eyes of the spirit, a door opened and a potential chance hanging before you. A destiny, yet yours for the taking. The path is laid bare, but it is treacherous and difficult. After the howling fades, it's like being unplugged from a surround sound stereo system, and it's a bereft feeling. Reality comes crushing forward. You are all distinctly aware that some wolves are missing, chief among them Evan and Daniel, Zeta and Delta. Their unique aura, signatures, scent, feeling, absent from the home. In a rush, Beta, tucking her hammer into the loop of her jeans, scales, using only her arms, the side of your home, Daniel. And at about 12 feet off the ground, she simply drops and lands. And when she straightens, with the majority of her upper torso exposed, it is impressively built. An apex predator. Like yourself, but unlike yourself in any sense of the word. Took you guys long enough. Daniel, I need you to look at what we did. I've almost got your roof, for the most part, put back together. Omega and Alpha had a little spat. They're cooling off.
Didn't realize you guys were experts in carpentry.
I mean, we gotta make money somehow.
Kind of shrugs. Fair enough.
She shrugs. I had help. I'm not a carpenter by trade.
I'm just being an ass. Let's take a look, shall we?
She says, by all means, lead the way. And then when you pass her, she looks at Quinn and winks.
Quinn winks with her good eye, so I guess closes her eyes,
And then
but with a smile.
she holds her hand out down by her side. The fingers, all four of them, close at once. It's clear she's asking you to come hold her hand.
Oh, Quinn tries to be cool and then absolutely runs over and grabs her hand.
She takes her hand and she's gonna follow after Daniel.
I will say this, when Daniel does pass Beta before walking into the house, he kind of says over his shoulder, whenever Alpha and Omega decide to stop being angry at each other, I'd like to talk with the both of them and you. And I've got some explaining to do.
Oh, honesty. It's a good look for you. Better than your Yankees hat, which is wrong, but I forgive you. She shrugs.
He thinks about flipping her off, but he just shakes his head.
In the hour and a half, 2 hours that you guys were gone, there's a cooler, there's beer. Someone's bought a barbecue and set it up. There's literal burgers waiting that have been cooked. They've just sort of taken over. Looks like they did a run to Home Depot. Flats and flats of boards and utility belts, tools, sheetrock tape, everywhere. Palette knives, your house is not necessarily completely put together. Neither is it completely the same shape. They've actually dug up the fire pit, moving it back for further into your backyard along with some plants that they've dug up. And they've given you some square footage, an extra bedroom, so to speak. She says it's just a skeleton right now, but more or less, you can get the idea. Now, before you respond, I need to know what Noah and Evan are doing.
That's a
Evan
good
probably.
question. Go, please.
Did you guys
please
go
for
with
it.
Beta? Because her aura, or her vibe was very welcoming to all of you. And a little golden retriever, look at what I did. But only
Yeah,
silent.
curiosity would get the best of him, so he'd probably tag along loosely.
Okay, so you're there. Noah, are you there?
I want him to be there, but it doesn't feel like I don't think he is. I think he stays outside.
Okay. All right, Daniel. What do you say?
Kind of actually chuckles at the fact that he dug up the fire pit and everything. It turns from a small chuckle into an actual pretty hearty laugh. Starting to wonder where the hell where's the Home Depot? Looking at all these tools and everything, just looking around, and you might as well bought the whole store.
I mean, we very nearly had to.
Whose money?
Don't worry about it.
He really shrugs because he's suspicious that someone still has his credit card information somewhere. But he just says, well, a skeleton's like a foundation. That's the most important piece of any house. It's nice.
That felt really metaphysical of you.
Just sounds so surprised about it.
Shrugs. I mean, you're a pretty down-to-earth guy. Did you guys have an experience while you were away?
Kind of looks at her and he just kind of gives her a knowing smile. You could say that.
Well, good.
All I know is for a fact I'm an uncle now.
Well then. Congrats, I guess.
He kind of looks around like, where are Alpha and Omega anyway?
I'll be back.
For a run.
More or less.
And then he kind of looks up and stares for a second at the, makeshift wall that was the hole in his bedroom. And you didn't do that, did you? Pretty sure that was there before you guys started working.
Sure was. It's a pretty magical place inside.
That makes Daniel just raise a big eyebrow at that. Let's go see this magical place.
But don't worry, we added some extra square footage for you. So, you don't have to worry about, anything.
Worry about anything.
No reason. You just, go,
I'd like to roll wits and insight.
go take a look. It's better if you see
Love to
it,
roll.
honestly. No,
Oh,
don't
boy.
give me that look. Don't give me that look. Just go check it out. Take a look for yourself. You know what? I think Evan and Quinn should give you the tour.
Daniel gives a pointed look at Quinn and Evan.
Yeah,
Evan just
Daniel.
gives that little looking away thing.
Yeah. Whereas Quinn is like, oh yeah. Yeah, no, Daniel, you haven't seen it. Okay, you're gonna love this. Come on over here. We did like a really good job. You remember when I was all like this hyped up on coffees and like frozen hot dogs for some reason, right? I think I got like really inspired. Like maybe that's how I do my best work. Me and Evan did work, and you're gonna love it. Come on, come on, come on. Take a look.
Quinn. Daniel, wait outside the door for a second.
Oh.
Let us go get our. We gotta. Let's go do something real quick.
Okay.
Daniel's eyes are just slowly narrowing in suspicion.
What's up? What's up, Evan?
Evan, get inside. Go behind the bar. Grab the aprons.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, we gotta do that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta make it official. You know.
All right.
We
Put
gotta
down the
show 'em.
apron. Yeah.
You call him up the stairs.
Daniel. Okay, come on. You'll love it.
Beta looks at Beta for a second.
She
Like suspicious that she knows.
almost like a prince. She gives you a little bow. You're gonna love it.
He fucking goes up the stairs.
All right, Quinn and Evan, go ahead and describe what Daniel sees.
So when he opens the door, he'd see like the master bed's like still in the middle of the room, but with like the little like princess curtains around it. You'd see like there's a few tables like made out of like the lumber and stuff. From how it was destroyed before, just around the room, there's a little coffee bar set up on one side. And there's some tasteful pieces of art that Quinn did, if you want to describe those.
They're pieces of lumber that Quinn chewed on.
All in all, it's very tastefully laid out, though. And then there's like the coffee machine, like some mugs and stuff just set up.
Daniel's kind of staring at the curtains like, what the fuck? He's just like scanning the room, taking in your attire, and you basically made a cafe out of my room. Is that right?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, isn't it? It's great. Like, look, you don't even have to go that far from your bed if you want coffee in the morning.
He kind of takes a tentative step inside, and then he takes a long look at Quinn's artwork. He just kind of points to it like he's expecting an explanation.
An artist statement. I see. I guess the statement is, all of a sudden I wanted to drink coffee and eat frozen hot dogs, and then I made this.
Oh. It just says evenly, oh.
Yeah.
So like a spur of the moment sort of deal.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna chew on something, so it might as well have been the lumber, yeah?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I see now.
Yeah, no, exactly. See? Creation, not destruction. See? See? She's like pointing. See?
And just to think, you own so many of those one-of-one pieces now, Daniel.
Yeah.
You have your entire collection.
Oh,
Like,
I feel so honored.
you should.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever going to be that amazing again.
Thank you.
God damn it. He runs a hand over his face and he's... No. Oh, fuck me. Alright. How's the coffee taste?
I could taste it, like, really good. But, like, I kind of don't want it now anymore. So, it's nice to have it in case I get, like, you know, the desire for it again.
Yeah, man, that feeling of just a million miles an hour and then just straight up passing out, which, he looks at the bed that he forgot to make after he woke up. Yeah, it kind of put me out.
You slept in his bed. Oh, shit. He takes a step around the bed to the nightstand, and he notices that that hasn't been touched, which he might not show it, but he appreciates because as he holds up a picture frame. Kind of stares at it for a moment, then sets it back down on the nightstand. That's not a hard sigh. You think he's about to scold you now, but then he just says, I like it. Feels homey.
Oh, good. Did you want me to make you coffee so you can try it and give it your rating? I already made a Yelp page.
How long does the coffee card last?
Per session.
Okay.
Yeah, just per session. So you guys are no longer. You're like, you could try it, but you're a little scared, a little wary, like a little side eye, like
As he's waiting to reply, Evan's like slowly like moving the supplies to the counter to make it.
Daniel loves the caffeine. Lol. Okay. So yeah, Daniel, you get a craving.
Just kind of stares at the coffee pot for a really long time. He says, "You know what? Fuck it, hit me."
Just like, imagine it's just like the dead stare, you know, like no expression on his face, just like,
Hit me.
You got it. Evan will go ahead and start.
Man,
like,
I wish
making the
Sigma
coffee.
was there. He would have just punched you. Boom.
Where the fuck?
Hit me. Okay.
You got it, boss. Ding.
Does Daniel just awkwardly like stare at Evan the entire time he's making it?
No, he kind of walks around the room more, taking in pretty much everything that you guys have done to it. And it's a mixture of expressions, just exasperation and a lingering sense of acceptance. He's like, "This is my life now. All right, then, I guess."
Evan would just be deadpan staring at Daniel the entire time he's walking around, like waiting for him to critique how he's making it. So like every time Daniel looks over, just awkwardly, just direct eye contact.
Why are you staring at me?
You haven't told me how you want it. It's just, fuck it. He just takes it and pours it straight black.
You're a Toreador, surprise me.
No, clean classic for someone of your stature.
Kind of just deadpan stares. At least put some goddamn sugar in it.
I mean, I'm a bit too big to go in the cup.
Not that sugar.
He pulls out sugar, then carefully measures it and puts it in like a teaspoon.
Kidding me?
More?
He just takes the sugar and pours out 2 tablespoons. Got any cream? Cream for the coffee. He just kind of looks at you before you can say, because he knows what he just said, and he's like, "Nope, not letting him have that chance."
He just blinks at you and then just like reaches under the counter, pulls it up, puts it on the counter.
What kind of beans did you use?
Just some I found, so whatever you had.
Kind of blink. I don't even know what coffee beans you used.
He goes and pulls the bag, and it just says, it's like a little bag, just says Sigma on the side. I guess whatever Sigma got.
That does not bode confidence.
I mean, it was delicious. Just try it.
All right, he's gonna drink the coffee. Oh man.
Okay, I want you to roll a composure and resolve, please.
I got a total of 4, but I think I'm gonna use a willpower because I don't like the skull.
Nope. You
No
have to-
skull. What?
Nope, you can't reroll. You got the zoomies. So Daniel's like, now mind you, the whole time this is happening and you're getting the show, Beta's in there making herself a cup of coffee, and then without any fanfare, she just takes Quinn's hand and leaves, just as you get the zoomies.
Because he also has celerity.
So you're like,
So he's just holy shit, this is strong. And he was in that corner of the room. Now he's on the other side of the room. Now he's looking at the art. Now he's looking at the bed. Now he's looking at the ceiling.
now he's on the floor doing the worm. Woo!
And then he's out of the room because now he's his celerity is just there, and now he's just everywhere.
Daniel's in the walls. Daniel's in the gulag. Help! Gulag!
Think of Roadrunner.
Have you found the sourdough?
Yep. Help! Go. You see Veronica and her people. They're all like, Gulag! And you're like, what the? Mice colony? And then you're upstairs, downstairs, outside, on the roof, in the bathroom, on the floor, on your head, doing backflips, rolling around, lighting fires, turning on the oven, turning it off.
Backflipping off the roof.
You're like, I should get a pool. I need a pool way out of the lake. Oh, but the lake has monsters in it. Well, not really monsters, but undead things.
Mind if I take some water? I gotta dig a hole. How big is a hole gotta be?
You're like, I'm gonna start digging, and then you like dig, and then you're like, no, now I gotta zoom. Woo! Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Yep.
Oh god.
So while you're doing that, Evan, what do you get caught up doing now that you're alone in the coffee room? Because Beta has taken Quinn and left with her own cup of coffee.
He's just gonna stand there and blink for a minute, just with Daniel basically disappearing from existence.
Daniel does show back up.
But he would like basically just clean the coffee stuff up, put it back, take a few of the beans from the bag or the coffee bag. Like, I do need to figure out where these are from, though. Are they like Colombian or?
Yeah, Etsy. There's a lady on Etsy that roasts them. That's where Sigma buys them. You don't want to know his Etsy username though.
Hey, what you got there, Evan? He's bouncing behind you.
Just found out where the beans are from. Apparently, they're custom roasted.
Roasted, hey, yeah. Yeah, they got a pretty unique taste. Really electric. He's just... Oh, man.
Hey, don't forget the Yelp review.
The hell's Yelp?
Bro, you better... What? All right. I'll make it on Google. You can leave a review there.
An old guy, Evan. Barely know how to make sure a computer keeps from getting viruses.
Oh no, you answer those emails.
Oh, that's right. I have emails, I think. Maddie said you need my email. I don't know why she didn't just take the phone number. Ah, what the hell? I need the practice anyway. And it's just like Bruce. It's like Bruce Almighty. It's like Bruce Almighty on his computer. Just sip and then rapid typing.
Evan just like physically face palms, like to where you hear it.
Ooh, that sounded like it hurt.
Not as much as hearing what you just said.
What? I'm old. Give me a break.
At that point, Beta comes back after leaving with Quinn. We'll get to what she does to you in a moment, Quinn. But she says, I actually need to talk to all of you when you get a chance.
Is now a good time?
Okay, sip. Yeah, it's now a good time, Beta.
Sure. Meet me outside. Or in the living room, I guess. And then she looks at you, Daniel. You all right?
This coffee is the shit. Is that what they say these days?
That's one of the phrases that they coin. Yeah.
Cool. This coffee's the shit. And then sip, rapid typing.
She just chuckles and then slides out of the room. And we are gonna, meanwhile, down to Noah. Where did you go?
I don't think he's necessarily even left the... Like, he got out of the car to howl, and then I think he moved around the car. But, like, I think he's just standing outside. He's got his hands in his pockets. And I think he's thinking about, the conversation from earlier this evening. He's just thinking about everything it's been a night. Holy moly. He's thinking about everything that has happened, the roller coaster that it has been, starting with receiving, getting Kappa's confession, to the intenseness of it was just tonight where, he attacked Sigma, and then going to the hospital and meeting Maddie, and then Maddie's conversation triggering a lot of thoughts, and then the whole experience in the car on the way back, and then the howling. I think he's just taking it all in, trying to emotionally organize what can handle right now. I think he's just listening to the night, looking up at the sky, observing the house. If anyone's still outside, he's just looking at them. But I think he's just taking a moment in the peace of the outdoors to try and calm. His whole being has just, he's like a jar that's been shaken a lot. And like, he's been overfilled with just a lot of information that is attached to a lot of emotions. And he's just thinking about all of it. Some of it is positive, some of it is, unfortunately, a lot of it is negative. Some of it is very anxiety inducing, like the whole idea of going to see his parents is not only anxiety inducing because of what he is and the danger that he is to his family now, but the danger that they could be in because of people he knows. But at its base level, it's anxiety inducing because of like why he left, the awkwardness and pain between him and his parents. It would almost be easier if the awkwardness was because of drugs, but you know, those came after he left the house. And it's he wants to see them, he wants to talk to them, but he's so afraid of just reopening the wound of not being accepted because he chose to be who he felt like he was instead of the body he was born in. And he's dealing with that on top of everything else. And so he's just outside listening to nature, and anyone that is loud enough for him to hear, he's just quietly listening while he's trying to find some composure so that he can prioritize, because he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to deal with all this shit right now. He's got to prioritize it so that he can continue to move forward and progress. But yeah, he's just got a lot going on in his brain and in his heart. So he's taking a moment.
The moment everyone else left was a lesson in awkward silences. You, Sigma, Kappa, all alone. Sigma was the first to clear his throat and excuse himself. He's sitting in front of the garage, cross-legged, cigarette between his lips. It's unlit, but he seems to be just as lost in thought as you. Meanwhile, Kappa, if you are not in the Rolls Royce, he is. He moves into the driver's seat, puts the seat all the way back, and curls up after taking off his blazer, using it as a blanket. He's so small, he fits perfectly, knees to his chest, in the front seat. You can hear the coterie inside and their chaos and Daniel's hyperactivity. In fact, you see the flash of Daniel several times, round and round and round. You know that the sun is coming, and that this night will end all too swiftly. God, the ache. The ache in your chest demands to be felt, Noah. You just kind of wish you didn't crave one of your dad's hugs to make it all make sense. But by God, do you. See, the thing about your dad, he's a rough man. Too tough. Carved from marble, both spiritually and emotionally. But through his embrace, you have never once doubted that he loves you. There is just something, the warmth, of his protective arms can communicate that his words never have. And in one particular memory that filters in, even though you wish it wouldn't among all this chaos, because it's the last thing you need to think about. It's the last time your dad hugged you as his little girl before you came out. And it was one of those awkward, Dad, stop. One of those sneaks up on you. Your dad's not particularly a silly man, but he hugged you from behind and spun you around. And then, as if you weighed nothing, he set you down, only to lift you up underneath his arms and pull you to him like you were a kid again. And he squeezed. He kissed both of your cheeks. Some of your classmates, ew! To which your dad flipped him off. Subtly, but still. Definitely the type to rub his cheek with a middle finger extended. Kids would never know, but you did. You chuckled and he set you down. He didn't say a single thing, Noah. As he guided you to the car, usually one of the drivers would pick you up, but today, it was your dad. And without another word, he took you to your favorite burger place, this hole in the wall your dad hates because it's so greasy and public. And eventually, when the reporter showed up, you and he, again, without a word, Noah, you ducked through the kitchen. And when people tried to get your dad's way, he pushed them. Excuse me. The only words he said. When you guys got home, at the stairs, you paused, and you turned, and you said, "Thanks, Dad." And he nodded. And he watched you ascend the stairs. And in his gaze, in his actions, was the last time you really felt loved by your dad. Shortly thereafter, you cut your hair. Your mother threw a fit. Problems arose between her and your father. Your mother consistently nagging your father to nag you. And he trying to use his words to describe something that he had no idea what it meant, what it was. I would like you to roll a composure and resolve, please.
2.
With a 2, you begin to cry, unbidden. There's just no way to stop it. And in this release of the flood, even though it stains your shirt, your skin, your hands, you remember something that you must have pushed away. Something that you must not have remembered because of how traumatic it was for your parents. Even though for you, it was as natural as breathing, as natural as getting up, brushing your teeth, using the restroom. It was just you. You had metamorphosized into who you had always been. But it was so traumatic for them that you couldn't help but bury yourself under guilt, and you must have forgot. But you overheard your father using his words. And you remember the same feeling that you're feeling now, this flood, this emotion, this clenching in your heart, as your father said, "My son, Noah, would like to sign up for the swim course." And you remember gasping, you remember pressing yourself up against the pantry, you remember rushing out of the kitchen, you remember bumping into the butler, you remember the tears as you raced out on to the noble yard and you fell to your knees, and it was the first time he recognized your new name and gender, and you cannot believe that you had ever forgotten it. How could you have forgotten this tiny moment? And then you remember. You remember that night your mother demanded you wear a dress to one of your father's public dinners. You remember. And you remember your father agreeing with her. Just wear the dress. The next moment that you are aware of anything, Noah, is because the front door opens and the sound of the latch and the screen door draws your attention back into the here and now. And you're holding your phone, your broken-ass phone, and your dad's phone number has been punched in unbeknownst to you. This is a significant choice for the player. Did Noah hit send or not?
I'm gonna say with that wave of emotion and train of thought, he probably did.
You blink, your coterie stepping out onto the porch, and you hear that deep Hazelwood voice. Hello? Hello? Who is this?
Dad?
Who is this?
It's me, Dad.
You hear the exhale. Noah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I know it's really early and
No.
it's out of...
Listen, I knew you weren't dead. I knew you weren't dead. Oh, God. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Noah, where are you?
I'm at a friend's house.
I'm coming right now. Where are you?
Right now it's not good.
What do you mean? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is there someone with you? Are they holding you against your will?
No,
Is it money they want?
no, Dad.
Where are you? You hear a murmured voice. Lance, who is it? Where are you?
I'm still in town. It's okay.
What? You hear him say something rough in his normal way to your mom that gets her to be quiet, and he's moving about the room, and he says, "You tell me where you are right now. I am coming to get you."
What time is it, storyteller?
You only have a few minutes, not even an hour before the sun rises.
Now it's not good. You can't come get me right now.
Someone's holding you against your will. I knew it.
No, Dad. No.
Noah,
Just,
whatever trouble you're in, I promise I've been looking for you. I have an idea of what you're dealing with. Please, trust me. Where are you?
I do trust you.
You hear Sebastian, "Sir, do I need to get the car?" And he says, "I'll do it myself." And you can hear your dad jogging through the manor to get to the garage.
Dad, you can't come right now.
Do not tell me what I can and cannot do. You are my child, and I am coming to get you right now.
You can't come get me right now.
Is it money they want, Noah?
No, Dad. I promise.
Whatever kind of trouble you are in, we will handle it as a family.
I'm okay. I'm at a friend's house. I'm safe. But you can't come see me right now. I need you to trust me right now.
How can you ask that of me?
I don't deserve to ask that of you, but I am.
738 days. 9 hours. And 14 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Who's this friend?
Name's Danny.
Your boyfriend?
No,
Older?
he's not. He's thinking he's like, technically, yes, but if we're going off of like, when... Now he's around my age. I promise I'm safe. I'm sorry I caused a ruckus and woke you up. Before I knew what I was doing, I was calling you. I'm sorry. And I'll call you again tonight.
Is someone listening on your phone?
No, Dad.
Are you sure it's not tapped?
I'm pretty sure.
This Danny? Is he holding you against your will?
No.
What kind of friend is he, Noah?
He's just a guy, Dad. He's just a dude. He's nice. He's an EMT. He's just a friend.
He's an EMT. And he lives in town. I'm assuming his name is Daniel. Are you lying to me about his age?
You can imagine on your dad's work phone, literally messaging his bodyguard.
Look,
It doesn't sound like you're in the city. You're in a suburb then?
Dad, you can't come find me.
And what
right
if I
now.
never get this chance again? What if this is the last phone call?
I will call you tonight.
No. I am coming to get you right now, with or without the cavalry. Now you make the choice, young man.
I can't explain why right now. It's not gonna make sense. But you just can't come right now.
I promise. Whatever it is, I have an idea. I promise. You can tell me.
You have an idea?
I think so.
Can you tell me your idea right now? Does it have to wait?
It's gonna sound like something out of fucking X-Files. First of all, I'm not a senator anymore.
Yeah, I thought I saw something on the news the other day, but I didn't get the chance to see the whole article.
When the police told me that you were dead, I didn't believe them. Just like your sister, her brakes didn't just give out. And I fucking know it. I went to the wrecking yard, and I checked her car myself. Breaking and entering. It's one more incident on the pile. Her lines were cut. I was approached by some shady motherfucker, talking about his bigger opportunities, his eternity, while I kicked his fucking ass. I don't remember a lot. I woke up in a parking lot, angry. Just tell me where you are, and we can talk about this. I have been looking for you. Please.
Noah's trying to find words to express, and it's a long pause, and he finally speaks up again. He just says, I can't tell you how much it means to know that you've been looking for me, and I'm so sorry.
I know why you ran away. And I don't hold that against you. Your mother and I, we don't hold it against you at all. Please just tell me where you are so we can bring you home.
I want nothing more than to tell you right now, Dad, but I can't. It's not because I'm in trouble. I promise you I'm safe, and I will call you again, and we'll figure it out. But I can't right now. I wish I could just explain it to you right now, but I can't. I just need you to make it through the day knowing that I'm okay, and I'll call you again.
It's at this point you realize you're going to have to hang up on him. Because he won't.
Well, and I think that's what he does. I think he says that. And even though it's against everything that he wants to do right now, he does. He hangs out.
Your phone rings immediately.
You know, when you get a phone call and you have the option to, like, text instead of answer, I think he does. He tries and he's like, fuck, broken phone. And he just has it go to voicemail.
Okay? Immediately calls again. Your coterie at this point is all watching you. I would like everyone in the coterie, Quinn, Daniel, Evan, to roll wits and awareness, please.
I will say that, like, at this point, Noah's sitting on the ground. He's got his knees pulled up to his chest. I think he set the phone on the ground. And he's just crying.
All right, what'd you guys get?
I got 6.
Okay.
I got a 3.
3, 6, and Evan?
3.
All of you are not sure who Noah just spoke to, but you heard the last bits of that conversation. Noah, your phone will not stop ringing or texting.
Doesn't have the heart to turn it off, even though he knows that would be the only thing to do in order to stop it. And then he looks up at the coterie and he just rubs his face. He says, sorry, guys, sorry. I didn't mean to, he just kind of gestures at himself.
Even though you are a mess, Noah, there is something relieving in this moment. Some kind of chief pressure. Some kind of dam that's let off. And what the coterie and Noah does not see is Lance break his steering wheel. He hits it so hard. And then look at his fist in rage and a little bit of confusion. When he gets out of the car and he slams the door, he breaks it. And when he says, "Fuck!" there is a growl that rumbles through his chest before he stalks out into the yard to be picked up by his couple of friends and most trusted bodyguards. Before the coterie can respond to this very emotional scene that you catch Noah in, we shift the camera back and we see Quinn being led away for a moment, and I am blushing. Wow, I haven't even said anything. Oh boy. There's a bathroom upstairs that she pulls you into and shuts the door, leaves the lights off, and like you are her prey, she stalks forward, pushing you up against the counter, and her hands are everywhere. It gets furious. Her mouth meets yours, her tongue sweeps into your mouth, exploring, and then down, and she gets your shirt up, and one cup of your bra holding your soft mound like a prize, which she claims. And God, the growl. Possessive, dark, heady. And she makes room for herself in between the cradle of your thighs, and you can feel just how hot she is. And then Quinn, she speaks to you in lyrical language, and it almost jump scares you. You're not expecting it. This is gonna be our little secret, Quinn. Every time you're in the room with me, this is what you do to me. She takes your hand and she runs it down her abs. Her face still kissing, nipping, lapping at you, and she undoes her belt and jeans. Guiding your hand, she slides your tiny fingers to the very center of her, while simultaneously planting a kiss on your mouth. And then all at once, she chuckles in a heady way, knowing that you're blushing. And as fast and unequivocally that all happened, the two of you are put back together, and she is leading you outside into the hall. It's almost like blinking into the sun, even though it's just the fluorescent bulb in Daniel's hallway. Yes, you're in a hallway. You have legs, they move.
Right now.
And she holds the hand that did the deed before bringing it to her mouth, and it's eye contact the whole time. She licks your fingers and drops tiny kisses on your finger pads. That's what you do to me. Then she kisses your forehead after a chuckle and a giggle. You like that?
I like that I do that to you.
Good girl. She kisses your forehead. And then her expression changes. Put a pin in that for later. Right now, I've got to talk to everyone. Let's gather the others.
Like almost like pouty, but then it's like, okay, but that I don't know how long that pin will hold. She squeezes Beta's hand.
All of that makes her grin, and her hair rises in static. And what's curious is in human form, one ear is as pale as her pale hair, and the other is as dark as the rest. As she grins, unable to contain her joy. That her desire for you brings you as much joy as it does her. There is also mischievousness hiding in her gaze, a glint of something, some kind of thought that she's considering. And then all at once, she gently pulls you forward. You collect Evan, you collect Daniel, and we cut to the present, where the coterie has just stepped out to witness how raw Noah is.
Y'all see Noah? We caught the very end of the phone conversation.
Mm-hmm. And he's just said,
I think-
sorry, guys.
I think Quinn would approach a little, like concerned, and be like, "Are you okay though, Noah? Is that something we need to worry about?" And she kind of looks at the phone.
I accidentally called my dad.
Are you okay? Like, I think she kind of reaches out for his hand. Are you okay? I don't really know your family, but I know that can be tough. And do you need us to do something?
Well, I don't think there's a whole lot we can do right now. I'm I'm I mean, I'm okay. I mean, I'm not okay, but I'm okay. It's
Quinn
just
hears that I'm not okay part. She hugs Noah.
careful. I don't want to get blood all over your clothes.
That's okay. I'm always replacing them anyway. This is more important. I'm just gonna. You tell me when to stop hugging you, okay? I get awkward sometimes.
I think he'll just hug her back. It's just been a lot tonight. Sorry. I don't normally break down like that. It's just been a lot tonight. I meant to just follow you all inside, but I didn't. My feet didn't move. And before I knew it, I was calling my dad. I haven't talked to my dad since before, you know.
inside now? We could just sit down and... I don't know. It's like before I would say, hey, let's get a cup of tea and maybe some cookies and stuff, but there's like less things that you can do like this now to just be comforting, but maybe just sitting down. We'll just sit down and you can just feel your feelings and we'll be here with you. And she looks at Evan and Daniel.
As the coterie is talking, I just want to note, Noah's not noticing, but there's a pair of raccoon ears and little eyes that are staring from the lip of the passenger side with the window rolled down. Just like a little guardian in case Noah needs him. And then Sigma's standing, kind of mad dog staring. It's a little ridiculous, like cigarette just burning, staring. So just so Noah has no idea, but everyone else, you realize. Continue your roleplay.
Maybe just go in and sit. I think Beta said that she needed to talk to us, but I'll make sure that you're okay first. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we can... Whatever Beta's gotta say, that's fine. We can go inside. I just need to clean up before... the sun. I don't want to go to bed like this.
Go. We'll take care of you, okay? Like I think she's kind of like arm around the shoulders, kind of shift to that. You know, kind of support Noah a little, even if it's just not really physically, just by proximity.
Yeah.
And she would start heading towards the house.
Yeah, Evan would make sure to get ahead and hold the door open for you two.
Before Noah gets up, he would have grabbed his phone and put it in his bag.
It is still ringing. And you have a slew, an army even, of text messages.
And puts it in his bag. He, like, winces as he does so, too. And he zips it up. It's the same bag that Kappa gave him. He wears that, and then he just kind of, he follows Quinn into the house.
The coterie notices, not Noah. Sigma goes back to his cigarette after, burning himself. And the window, those little ears sink down. Beta's ears are gone. They've simply dropped and faded into her hair as if they were never there. And the entire mood has shifted. You don't have very long, and Beta delivers the news with a finality. Having all of you in the living room, she says, Malcolm's gone. He left. His sire called him, and he asked me to relay a message that he'll be back as soon as he can. Something about Max. He said you would all know. And Delta is spending the night at Jihoon's with Zeta.
Oh.
Makes Daniel narrow his eyes a little bit, but he says nothing.
As of right now, tomorrow we reconvene negotiations. And while you were gone, my father called. I'll handle it. And if I don't handle it, you'll be the first to know tomorrow night when you wake. I figured if Kappa didn't want to go to Jihoon's as well to be with his sister, I will take him home or leave him here with all of you. If I leave him here, then he has to agree that should he have an episode, that he'll let Sigma take him to the hospital. And all things considered, I'm not sure if the two of those are in mutual working order. So you would have to tell me if that's a choice, even an option. And the way that Beta speaks is so general or admiral like. Like, she's gonna make all these choices for the pack, and they're just going to be okay with it. And there isn't necessarily ego with it, it's just a matter of fact.
I mean, I want Kappa to do whatever he's most comfortable with.
Yes, but sometimes what's most comfortable is not what's best. Even we need help sometimes. And by we, she means the wolves. And there's something kind of significant in the way she says this. It's striking. All of you pay particular attention to it, and you aren't clear why. Even we need help sometimes. We're just as imperfect as the next person. And all of you... She straightens her shoulders. Well, I like to believe you have our best interests in mind.
Yeah. Is there anything we should do? Like, is there anything we can do?
Not tonight.
Yeah.
Just take care of yourselves. We'll talk more tomorrow. There's more I want to share with you, but not right now. Not tonight. Everyone's had a hell of a 48 hours. She looks at you, Quinn, stopping herself from whatever she was about to say.
What was that? I think you cut out.
And asks, she looks at Beta and it's like, are you leaving tonight? Are we going to be left here? Am I left here?
She cups her face, not caring that everyone's there for this blatant display of affection. I've got some consequences I need to face. And as much as I wish you could be with me during the day, I'm a little glad you won't be.
Emotions across Quinn's face. She's trying very hard to hold it in. So I think she just kind of like her fists are kind of balled and she just kind of nods. Okay.
She gets kind of a sad smile. I kind of wish my days just stopped. And then her resolve hardens, and Daniel, you know instinctually, because you were the one she spoke to, the consequences she's talking about. If we're not back, I mean any of us, by the time you wake tomorrow night, do what you gotta do, and we'll find you. After all, the night's our time now. It belongs to us.
You have to take this with you and hold on to it. And she reaches up and pulls herself up to give her a kiss.
She wraps her arms around your middle and gives you a kiss in front of everyone. A kiss.
I think she whispers when they're close there, like, you have to come back.
I always will.
To.
I promise. I always will.
And then I can wait again.
She just gives you a bit of a smile. If there's anything you want changed, Danny, we'll do it. But those of us that can afford it will spend the daytime fixing her up. If you need somewhere else to stay that will house all of you, it's fairly safe. My penthouse downtown. She pulls the keys out of her jeans and tosses them to you, Daniel. But only if you want.
It'll be an option.
I guess I better go gather the boys.
You have to leave right now.
I guess I could wait till the sun rises. What, 40 minutes?
Daniel, check his phone. What time is it?
You've got about an hour or less before the sun rises.
Hopefully an hour, give or take. Hopefully it won't take that long. I'll say, but if... only if the others are ready to talk. and not try and rip each other apart.
If you're wanting to talk about what I think it is, we might want to wait till tomorrow. Give everybody a chance to process. A ton has happened in a really short amount of time.
As far as we're aware, DM, we still have no idea when they'll have to leave for the gauntlet, do we?
No.
That's true. But we also got no idea when you all are going to have to leave for the gauntlet. I don't have the chance.
They're not gonna do it today while we're asleep, right? You guys aren't. You're not doing that today.
It will call us when it is time.
Just out of the blue.
She nods.
I'll leave the choice up to you all. But I think this needs to be said sooner rather than later.
She puts her hands on her hips in a thinking gesture. Then tell me. Tell me and I'll deliver the message.
Kind of looks around at the other coterie members out.
Was this about what you did to Zeta?
Yeah, it is.
She folds her arms, her biceps flexing. Hit me.
Well, let me start off by saying I'm sorry for what I did. But I don't regret it.
There it is.
And here's why. Tell me, when you Garu mark your mate, you can only mark one, obviously. Am I right?
Yeah,
Daniel nods very slowly.
unless that mate dies. Or
Unless
Gaia.
that mate dies.
Or Gaia releases us from the Covenant. Which has never happened, as far as I'm aware.
Well, that mate lives, then you cannot mark another.
Right. Unless the mark is not consummated.
Kind of grips his seat a little bit as he continues. A couple nights ago, I think it was back at Ji-Hoon's house, I saw into Zeta's memories. It wasn't clear. Only pieces and fragments. They painted a picture. They showed me what she endured. What she went through. The time she was missing. She was captured. She was tortured. His nostrils kind of flare, and you can see the irises in his eyes just starting to darken just a little bit. Zeta can't mark me.
What?
She cannot mark me.
A growl permeates the air. Her ears make an appearance. Hard slices through her dual-colored hair.
And he says that his tone is dark, but it is also steady because he feels the exact same way. But so given that information, she offered choice. Either get marked by Alpha myself. The only way I know how is a Kindred. And if you thought I was going to let her walk into that gauntlet to fight for me when someone else did something to her against her will, you're damn wrong. Even if it killed me inside, to have her go through a fraction of what I have. I don't know how much it will help. I don't know if it'll help at all. But I had to try something. And even then, I did it at her request. Doesn't make the pill go down any easier, though. That's what I want Alpha and Omega to understand.
She walks away. She drops her arms, turns, and leaves.
Daniel's gonna trail after her at a distance, but he's going to.
Anyone else risk trailing after her?
No, I think Noah just kind of looks at Quinn, that knowing look, because they were both with Zeta when she struggled through telling them what she went through.
Quinn would look back at Noah and then follow behind, very behind Daniel and Beta. Not sure, but feeling compelled to be somewhat in the vicinity.
All right, Evan?
Evan would kind of look at Noah, kind of give like a little shrug, like he isn't quite sure of what to do.
I don't know. Maybe we should at least step out. I don't know. Maybe. I think I'm gonna go stand on the porch at least. Just in case. Not that I would be able to do anything against her if she actually hulks out.
But do we even get involved in that?
I don't know. It's definitely. I don't know. But what I do know is that their pack, like a family, and several of them are important to me, so I try to be supportive and take care of all of them when I can. So I think I'm at least gonna step outside. I'm not saying you have to, but yeah.
You see him kind of like go to say something, but he just stops and. No, I'll come sit with you. Should we try and get somebody else just in case?
I think the only other people here right now are Omega and Alpha, and Beta said they were fighting, so they're not here right now. So hopefully she can just keep her shit together. I mean, Sigma and Kappa are outside. I'm sure if something happens, we've got backup. Maybe.
Evan
He's
just
just
shakes
like-
his head and like
He's just like so low energy compared to how he usually is. He's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just trying to be supportive. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Evan just shakes his head and like heads towards the porch. He taps his watch. Make sure you keep an eye on the time.
Oh, yeah, believe you me, I'm aware.
I got a date with the linen closet soon, so he
think
gives kind of a smirk when he says that.
Right. And they'll go stand out on the porch.
The other two that are following. And those of you that are on the porch you hear this Jurassic Park noise. The trees shake, something snaps, there is a heavy goo-goo. Daniel and Quinn, you trail after her. Not a sound she makes as she marches into the woods. When she stops, she is at a boulder on the side of the lake. Now this boulder is hefty, 20 by 20. And she stands in front of it, her head bowed as if in prayer. And then she moves like a lightning strike, her fist buried to the shoulder through the rock and the masonry. Like a detonation of dynamite, the clap echoes, sending all sorts of daybirds that have come to roost flying into the night, terrified. Steam rises off of her in thick ropes, and her blue eyes are glowing pits in her face. When she retrieves her bloodied arm from the now hollow rock, her fingers, her fist, her wrist, all mangled, it drops uselessly to her side. And then she does a roundhouse kick, sending the top half of the boulder into the water. The tidal wave is massive, She doesn't move as it smashes into her. I need the two of you, in order to stay standing when the water overtakes you, to make athletics and strength rolls, please.
Daniel got a 10.
Daniel, you managed to stay upright. And because you rolled so high, as Quinn is literally lifted by the water and almost swept away, you catch her, pulling her down towards you as the water rains for a solid minute. And all you hear is Beta breathing. It's so quiet in the woods that when her fist breaks back together and she realigns her shoulder, you can hear the clicking and popping. A shudder goes through the trees, as if a breath has been exhaled when you watch Beta's shoulders relax just a margin.
I am going to very slowly approach. If she allows me to get close enough, I will try to lay a hand on her shoulder, the one that she did not just pop back into place.
What does Quinn do?
Daniel, approach Beta. She stays back, but she stays visible. She wants Beta to know she's there, but she wants to give Beta and Daniel space. So she just kind of stands in the open, dripping with water and watching.
All right, Daniel, I'd like you to roll an animal kin and a charisma.
Okay. That is a 7.
The sheer pressure of the silence as you reach out feels like the first time you experience the dark as a child, the unknown. Your fingers don't tremble as they hover above her shoulder, and then very gently, every expectation to bolt should you need, you touch her heated, steaming skin.
Okay. As I do so, now letting her know that I am here, I am going to very slowly walk into her sightline.
Tears are pouring down her stony face.
Is she looking like out, or is she looking down?
She's looking at the destruction she's just wrought.
When Daniel appears directly in front of her, he places his other hand on her other shoulder, and he just says, I know. And that's that because Beta, when Zeta disappeared, scoured countless nights trying to pick up a lead, trying to find a trail, trying to find something. But even with their combined efforts, Zeta is simply too good at hiding her tracks. Countless nights of nothing, like she had vanished in the wind. And the pain of knowing that for all his effort, all his struggle, he failed. He failed because he himself to shoulder his problems. Because he himself refused to put her in danger. And that mistake pushed her away. He says I know because he shares in that same exact pain that Beta is feeling right now. And it's all over his face. The anger, the regret, the guilt, it's all there.
She blinks. More tears falling. Is there anything else you need to tell me?
I'd like to roll a wits and an insight on her.
Okay.
That's a 6.
You think she's holding the beast at bay. Herculean effort.
He's thinking about doing something, but he's already used his power tonight.
The thing is, she has it by the throat. She's in control. She has a hair trigger. And if she hulks out, she would kill anyone, except maybe Quinn. Daniel, is there anything else you want to tell me?
Shakes his head. Then he carefully steps out of sight. His hand doesn't leave her shoulder, though. But I'm sorry.
Don't. Muscle in her jaw is ticking, pulsing, and she nods over her shoulder. Take Quinn. I don't trust myself to be gentle. Get out of here.
He nods. And when he gets back to you, Quinn, we need to leave.
Is she okay?
No. But she's not going to be able to hold it back much longer. We need to not be here right now.
Nods, and we'll go with Daniel, but she'll keep looking back until she can no longer see Beta.
The last thing you see are her trembling shoulders. And even though you can't see her, you crest the woods when you hear pure Jurassic Park. The roar, the scream of anguish. Daniel, it makes your heart squeeze. And Quinn, it causes an overwhelming feeling of loss and grief that you can't quite place. But it isn't yours, but it's still something you feel, like it's a tethered connection between where you are and another place.
I think Quinn staggers a bit and kind of holds on to Daniel.
Daniel will keep her steady, even though that anger resonates far too closely with his own. An anger that he is also barely keeping at bay. But he'll keep moving towards his house, slowly but surely.
When you pass your property line, the sounds of the forest return. It's no longer still and deadly. We'll do a nice round robin for this last 30 minutes before you all have to go to your day rest, because the sun, it is prickling the back of your necks, and the instinctual Kindred warning to hunker down and cover the fuck up is real. So we'll start with Noah. You see Quinn, you see Daniel, no Beta. What do you do?
I assume she's gonna be okay, and you guys are here for your own safety, he says as he leaves the porch to kind of meet them halfway in the yard.
Something like that.
Like looking down and just, I'm shaking a little, of emotion. But she's like, Daniel said she'd be okay.
I think she will be. She told you she'll be back, right? So she will be.
I can think, Noah, feel it.
Just trust her.
I'm trying real hard. You're right. I'm trying real hard though.
It's hard. I know. I know you just wanna be there for her, and you wanna be able to make it better. But there's literally nothing you can do except for be there when she's ready and trust her that she'll work through it.
I know, Noah, but thank you for reminding me. I hope I can feel some of her emotions for her. Maybe that'll help. Maybe if I just feel them real strong.
Yeah, maybe. I just need gestures over at the car. I just need to go talk to Kappa really quick before I gotta be a corpse.
Yeah.
So if you guys need me.
I try to smooth some things over. When I talk to Kappa, he really doesn't like Sigma.
I gathered that. Thanks. Thank you.
I think Kappa just maybe needs some time, and then probably a little more time on top of that, and then more time. But
Yeah.
he really likes you a lot, Noah.
I really like him a lot. So I hope but yeah, I'm willing to give him all the time he needs.
She kind of like breathe like kind of breathes in, and she looks like really intensely at Noah for a second. Like, he's my friend. He might be my best friend, so you have to take care of him, okay? He's like maybe my brother now, so you take care of him, and I trust you to do that. I wouldn't let anybody, like a lot of other people, I'd probably get like real tough with them, like, hey, don't hurt Kappa. But I don't think I have to say that to you, because you'd say that to other people.
Damn
But
right I would.
yeah, okay, yeah. And I think she like puts out her fist for a fist bump.
He'll give the little fist bump.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for being his friend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he said I'm his friend, and that means a lot. So yeah, you take care of him, okay? That would be good.
I'll do my best.
She nods.
You need anything from me, Daniel, before I go chat for a second?
No, but do your thing. Just, be inside when it's time.
I know.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room.
All right. I guess if Malcolm's not here, Quinn, there's room in the room I'm staying in if you want to stay in there with me.
If you don't see me, I might be curled up under the bed. I do that sometimes.
Okay.
But thank you.
Yeah. He'll walk over to the car. He'll lightly knock on the window. Just, a single knuckle knock.
His curled up form jumps. He jerks awake.
No, immediately he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He rubs at his face and then reaches over the console and rolls the window down.
Sorry, I shouldn't have woke you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Your phone is still buzzing, by the way.
Oh, God.
Am I gonna see you tonight, or do you have to go?
He shrugs.
I mean, I'm sure he wants me at the academy by Monday. Which is stupid. I don't know.
That's fair. Gosh, I just was wondering, you do what you gotta. I'm gonna try and get a new phone in the evening, 'cause mine's fucked. I can't even text you on it. Like, I can receive, but I also understand if you, don't want me to text you like I normally do. I don't know how much space you need or want. I just want to respect your needs and wishes. You said you needed time.
I don't know what I need. I know it would probably feel weird if you just stopped texting me.
Okay. I called my dad on accident.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell him anything. He wanted to come find me. I guess he's been looking for me this whole time. but I couldn't tell him where I was because he wanted to come get me. And, you know, if I told him where I was, he would just show up and I would be a corpse. So, I had to hang up on him, call him back. I just thought I'd tell you because you asked about him earlier.
Yeah. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to be okay. But, if I'm gonna be transparent and honest, I'm not, right now. But it's not anyone's fault but my own. So, I'll, figure it out. I just gotta accept that I hurt a lot of people unknowingly, including you, and I gotta do better. I said it earlier, but I mean it, and I'm gonna strive to do my best to improve, because the person that I was doesn't deserve you. But I want to be. And he shrugs. You make me want to be the best version. So I'm gonna work hard to do that all the time. And I'm sorry that I hurt you.
He scrubs a hand over his face, takes his glasses off, holds onto his face for a long while, then exhales.
I just don't even know what to say.
You don't have to right now. I just want you to know that. And you do what you need, and you take the time that you need, and I will always be here waiting for you. Even if it's forever. But I respect you, and I care for you. I'm gonna trust you to just do what you need to do. And if I deserve another chance, then cool. I'll take it. But I'm gonna try and be the Noah that deserves you. You take all the time you need. Sorry if I disturbed you and bothered you while you're resting.
Come here.
And he leans a little bit out the window. Like he's stretched across the driver's side, the middle console, and the passenger side where he's talking to you through the open window. He beckons you like all the way to the open window.
Yeah, he'd like press against the car. Lean in.
His hand is warm when it touches your cheek. You can feel his fingertips on the shell of your ear.
He would lean into the touch.
He kisses the side of your mouth. And then he whispers,
Take all the time you need. You can text me if you want.
Thank you.
Then he just shifts back into the driver's side seat. And he yawns and stretches and then shivers because it's cold. He's very skinny, very cold. And he looks like he hits the little seat thing to make it go up. Beep. And he's looking around for any of the other wolves, and not even Sigma's there. I'm laughing because I know what's going through Kappa's head, and it's slightly panicked, like, guys?
When I see him looking around,
He's literally thinking, Daniel's house doesn't have a furnace. I can't sleep there. I'll freeze to death. It's literally what's going through his head. And it's not really logical. And in spite of all the ridiculous, like, heavy emotions, he's literally worried about the air conditioning. Like, that's, like, yeah, anyways, I'm sorry. I just...
Okay.
It doesn't have a furnace, but he has a fireplace.
Yeah, let Kappa light that while all the kindred are there. Yeah, he's...
I mean, we'll be unconscious.
Yeah, it's fine. You just...
Unless the entire house combusts, I don't think we're waking up from a little fire in the fireplace.
God, he's literally like, yeah, all these raw emotions, and his poor little body's like, I'm chippering. I'm so chilly.
His poor buddy. When he sees Kappa looking around.
Yeah, you realize the Jurassic Park sounds totally slept through them.
So he just kind of gestures behind him in the forest. Beta's handling some emotions.
Oh.
Right now. And I guess... Oh, and Alpha fought, so they're out dealing with their emotions. And I don't know where looks around. I don't know where Sigma went.
He, like, touches the giant, almost comically large compared to him, steering wheel of the Rolls Royce. And kind of looks around.
Can I see that he's shivering though?
Yeah, he's chibbering
Can I?
a little bit.
Do you want me to go inside and get you a blanket? Do you want to come inside and lay on the couch instead of Beta's car?
I don't know.
However, when the sun comes up, it might warm up in the car a little bit, but I could get you a blanket. It's not like I use a blanket.
You know, there was this job they took me on, and they left me on a boat. Did I ever tell you that story?
No, it sounds awful.
Yeah, it was. This feels a little bit like that.
Oh. At least you're not alone. I mean, unfortunately, once the sun comes up, you will be, because we'll all just be corpses. Fuck, I hate that. I'm also slightly worried that my dad might somehow find me since I called him. And that would suck if he showed up and I was just a corpse.
You could get in the trunk.
But what if you guys have to leave?
There's an empty suitcase in there you could get in.
Are you trying to kidnap me?
No, I just didn't think it was a terrible idea.
I mean, I guess
shrugs.
I don't have to be comfortable. I'm just dead.
Yeah,
All right. And he, like, rolls up the window. Boop, and then gets out of the car, gets the key, puts his jacket back on, tucks his arms under his armpits because he's so cold, shuts the door, comes around the hood.
I'm also hungry.
We've definitely got food in the kitchen.
He's just nodding and then, like, starts walking, shuffling
Okay,
forward.
Yeah, okay.
And you hear boop, boop, as he locks the car.
I think that actually makes Noah jump because he wasn't expecting it.
Kappa kind of smiles, a little chuckle. Sorry.
Guess we're
Fine.
even now.
Well, I don't really think. Okay, I don't think I deserve to get off that lucky. Oh, you mean for knocking on the window? Yeah, I'm dumb.
He just blinks for a second.
What?
Nothing. Don't even think too hard about it. Right, let's get you some food. And I gotta go to bed soon. Fuck.
Now, you were all there when Beta talked about going to her penthouse, which you do think of when you step past the threshold.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, as we open the door, we're like, you know what? Beta did suggest going to her place. I guess if we hurry fast enough, that's an option. Would you want to go to Beta's place it's probably warmer, right?
Yeah. Not as drafty, I guess.
And then
Okay.
we'll,
Yeah.
meanwhile there, because Kappa does go to the pantry to, like, look for a quick snack as the two of you are talking. And we'll meanwhile over to Daniel. Is there more for... Oh, Danny boy.
Once Daniel breaks away from Quinn and Noah and makes his way up to his room, the repairs are enough that no sunlight's gonna shine in here, right?
The coffee shop, correct. They, like, have, like, a little naturally essenced slat that goes over the window. Like, you just slide it closed.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure that's closed before I take a seat on my bed. And for Daniel, it's every minute that passes, he can probably distinctly feel like every minute that passes when dawn approaches. I think heightened senses is still active. DM, is Zeta's scent in this room?
Subtly. Mostly on your blankets, but lots of Evan scent as well.
Oh boy.
Lots of Evan. It's more Evan than Zeta. It's like a well, it's an interesting combination. It reminds you of her wearing his jacket, which is annoying to you.
Yes. Mad. Anyways, as dawn creeps ever closer, he kind of lays in his bed and he tries to block out Evan's scent and just focus on hers.
It's easy to do. It's like your brain is hardwired for it.
He lingers there in the guilt and in the pain and the regret, but he doesn't hide from it. He doesn't hide from it. He doesn't run away from it. He lets it be a part of him because he needs that in order to reflect, in order to understand, in order to find a way forward. And I think when dawn almost approaches on the horizon and Daniel perhaps maybe has minutes before he'd be forced into torpor for the day, he's going to, not only with these emotions at the surface, he also, it's going to lean into that dot you told me to take, DM.
Okay.
And he's going to use premonition, and the basis of this premonition surrounds these lingering emotions. But at the center of it all is how does he, knowing that she is going to continue to endure whatever the gauntlet will throw at her, for him, how does he, in his decades upon decades, how does he give her the strength to make it through without losing himself in the process? How does he ensure that man she comes back to is still the same man when she left?
Oh, boy. You're gonna have to make a roll.
Boy, what am I gonna have to roll, DM?
So on Auspex, it'll tell you,
Okay, I got a total. if I'm not allowed to re-roll, then I got a total of 11.
Yeah, look at that. You only missed 3 dice. You sit down, the fuck down, and I will describe to you what you premonition, okay? The premonition is not what you think. In fact, it makes very little sense. You see the fattest, happiest golden retriever carrying a Yankee's slipper in its mouth, just paddling down a lane of brick that lead through the high grass to a white painted door. You're so taken aback by this that, Daniel, you sit up and you look around your room before the premonition almost literally kicks you in the teeth, and the door, it suddenly opens, and there's a little girl. And by little, I mean 11, 12 years old. Her hair is just as curly as yours, but her eyes, they are a clone of Zeta's. And she says, "George, give me my slipper." And then behind her, you hear yourself.
Amy, let's get going. We can't let our all-star pitcher not make it.
"I'm hurrying, Dad." Inside the home, there is a double staircase, one leading down, one leading up, and coming down are a set of twins, hair as white as their mothers, shoving each other. "Aiden, get off me." "No, you, shut up, get off me." "Boys, stop messing around and get in the van." They're like, "Yes, sir," mocking you. And you see you step out and your face is aged. There's no way you're the same you that you were now. You've got to be 45, 48. You point at the twins, and one lifts his hands and is like, "I left my wallet and phone." "Good, you're grounded." "I know." And then you squint in the other one. He's like, I'm not Aiden, he's Aiden. And you squint a little harder, and they point at each other, and in unison, they laugh exactly the same way and exactly the same cadence before they bust out of the house, and you're like, "Boys, Aiden, Hayden, who's who?" And then you see her, and she is aged, and her hair is shorter. But it suits her in a way, the pixie cut. She's wearing something feminine, which is so wildly not her and her in the same coin. And she looks at the you in the premonition with this smile, a secret one, and you ache. The simple question, "Am I driving or you?" makes you gasp, Daniel. Because this would be a dream. This is a dream. There's no way a Kindred could ever have this. And then you see the little one on her hip when she comes around with the keys. It's the smallest thing. It's so mundane. You, your family, getting in the minivan, going to your daughter's baseball game. After making sure George has food and water, of course. The gate is locked, the house is locked, and it's the middle of the day. And as they drive away, you want to follow them. You want to chase after them, and you bust through the little white fence that surrounds their property, and you're standing in the street. And behind you, you feel a presence, and you turn, and it's you. It's you, 20 years old and in the war. Full uniformed. Looking shell-shocked and lost. And behind him is just desolation. The barbed wire fields that are slick with mud. Refuse, blood, pain, the screams of the dying. And in the distance, down the street, where the clouds cast shadows on what should be a suburbia neighborhood, you see the creature. The beast. And then you turn and you look after the family again. And then you turn to see your past. Because that's what it is. Your past. In order to move forward, you have to let it go. If you physically walk down this street towards that family and that stupid little baseball game, you will abandon everything that you were. You will leave it behind. You saw for yourself Daniel, his family, his life. That's you. At the very least, the you that could be. But everything else that is you, it's down the street. It's shrouded in clouds and darkness. Behind you. The only way through is forward. The only way forward is through. To become what you will be, you must sacrifice all that you are. You can move in the premonition, Daniel. The choice is yours. Which way do you walk?
Daniel looks to the future. It's a future that is so foreign and yet so beautiful. A future he could never fathom. A future he could never believe possible. And yet, he has done the impossible before. Do it again.
You start walking, and your past becomes less and less behind you.
And he doesn't stop.
At some point, you begin to jog, and then full out sprint and run. And you run past the grocery store that you shop at, the barber shop you've made friends with, the school that your daughter goes to, the daycare the baby goes to. You run past the gym that Zeta boxes at. And it is the oddest feeling to round this beautifully landscaped corner and to see these 11 and 12-year-old girls playing baseball. You by the dugout, your boys roughhousing but cheering, Aiden louder than the rest. Run, Amy! Don't fail your forefathers! Zeta hushing him, saying you're gonna make her nervous. The craziest thing, you see Daisy, a teenager, standing next to her dad. His hair is gone, mostly gray and white, cleaned up pretty nice. Next to him, a much older Noah. At this baseball game, you see all of them. Just about every wolf. Older, happier, more content. You hear your mother's voice at this point as you watch this baseball game with fascination. And it's almost like a drug trip. You know what you're seeing is just simply an illusion, that your mind has coughed up heaven, if you would. You can feel that your body is shutting down as the sun is rising. And your mom tells you, "Oh, my Danny boy. Oh, my sweet boy. The price we pay for love is the greatest and most painful price we will ever have paid."
I think in the few moments he has before the dawn fully rises, he says back to his mother, "And it's the price I'm willing to pay."
You feel approval through the air. And your mom tells you, "Then have faith and be humbled. There is no greater force than love." Your daughter hits a home run at that moment. And Hayden's like, "Why are you waiting?" Aiden's like, "Run!" The twins are like, "Run!" And she's just standing there. "I did it. I did it." And she looks back, pulling her helmet off. "Dad! Dad, I did it! I did it!" And you're like, "Run!" Zeta's jumping and screaming, and she starts to run, at first hobbling and then full out sprinting. As she crosses the home base, the vision fades. When the time is right, Alex, I will tell you what to do to your character sheet, because it has fundamentally changed. For now, change nothing, but you've made your choice, and you have a feeling, Daniel, the Kindred, that this choice has to be unanimous among the coterie for it to actually work. Whatever choice you have just committed to feels like a spiritual right, which is not something a Kindred ever experiences. All right, Quinn, you're up. What would you like to do with your last 40 minutes before the sun rises?
I think the one thing I'd have to figure out is, does she know that it sounds like Noah and Kappa are going to betas?
If she is in the living room or on the porch, then yes, she would overhear it without having to roll. Neither of them are being quiet as they discuss what to do.
Because then I think that she would go over and be like, yeah, I think that's probably where we should go. And we should probably go now, I think. I don't know how far away Beta's place is, but I can feel the sun's coming. I don't know how much longer. We get to make a decision, you know?
Yeah, Kappa says, okay. Sure there's like a tarp in the garage, just in case.
Okay, yeah. No, that's smart. And I think she would actually go to get the tarp.
Should we get Evan and Daniel?
Yeah, I mean, I could go ask them real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm worried
probably.
about the time.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. We got,
You get the tarp. Noah, can you just put some food in this bag? I don't think Beta has anything.
Yeah.
I guess I could DoorDash. Okay. I'll go get.
No, I got.
I'll go
I
get
got you.
Daniel.
Load it
He
up.
like goes to Daniel's room. This is what he sees, right? Like he's like Daniel, and he pauses. Daniel's like eyes are rolled in the back of his head, and like his palms are outstretched, and he's like kind of quivering. And Cap is like, uh-oh. And Sigma is literally in there making coffee.
The hell?
And as Sigma looks over, he's like,
Yeah, don't worry, Kappa. He's having a religious moment.
What the fuck?
yeah, that's what Sigma says.
I think like you haven't seen Daniel fucking do one of these.
Yeah.
It's his religion. He's speaking the big JC right now.
Wow.
Wait, comforting image. No, it's fine. Sigma's there. He's watching Daniel's back. He's got
I
it.
don't know if I don't know how I feel about Sigma being calm about this scenario. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
Are you sure he's okay?
As you like flop like a fish and then fall in your bed and then sit straight up, and Kappa like jumps back, and Sigma's like, yeah.
He does it all the time. I've seen him a couple times do this.
What?
What?
What he said?
Yeah, like the other day when all this kind of went into a hoo-ha, hee-ha. Anyways, what do you need Danny for? We're going to Beta's. You're not invited. Whoa, hold on. I'm not invited. Says who? Says me. Oh,
He sniffs the air.
you jealous, little K? I will stab you. Okay. I'm not invited. I understand. But then you can't take Danny because he's my sponsor. Fine, then you can stay with Daniel, who's speaking to Big JC right now.
And Kappa turns and leaves. Whoa, wait! Meanwhile, you find 2 tarps in the garage. One blue, one gray. What do you do with them, Quinn?
I think she just gives him a little like a wave. See, make sure there's not stuff on it. And she would drag them to the car.
Make sure they're intact, no holes.
Yeah. Well, I think she's bringing them over to like pick. Noah, look, I got one for each of us.
You also found, some duct tape, because you gotta, like, tape around the
Oh.
neck and stuff, so.
She's like staring
Some
at the
big,
tape.
some, like, big, like, 50-gallon trash bags that are black, too. Like the industrial ones. Yeah. Got a whole armful of things.
Like the yard bags that they
Yep.
use for leaves.
Mhm. Yep. Or at construction sites. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got us some choices, Noah. I haven't really had to do this before, though I was in a body bag once. That was actually, maybe we should just get some of those at some point, but that's for later, not for now. For now, we gotta figure out. Do you think I can fit into one of these bags? And she starts trying to jam herself into one of those big construction bags. Do you think this will work?
If you squat, you'll fit.
I mean, yeah, you're small.
Okay, I'm just gonna have it ready. 'Cause I think we're just like this is just backup, right?
Right.
Kappa can't
It's-
carry us in bags.
Hopefully we get there before the sun, which looks as
We're just gonna have
Wrist.
these ready.
looks at his
Yeah.
wrist because he doesn't wear a watch.
Oh. I can feel it. Okay. Hey, we're just gonna bring all of this then.
Okay.
The front door
Bag
opens and then
and-
claps
and
closed.
Danny's not going. Immediately behind him. No, hold on. No. Danny is having a moment, okay?
What?
He pulls out his phone and he shows you the video that he recorded of Daniel
You
alone.
took video? That's
Look,
a
I
little
didn't
creepy.
know. They kept the sugar in the closet and I went in there thinking I was gonna find something, and anyways, I was making them my coffee and then he came in and then I felt weird to get out of the closet while he was having a moment. I thought he was praying, right? And then all of a sudden his eyes rolls in the back of his head and he starts making noises. I figure I've seen him do it before. He did it like before he, the whole like Zeta Hulk out thing. I thought it was fine. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We've seen crazier. We've had crazier happen. It's all right. But we're gonna have to. I mean, I could manhandle Danny down here. You got something we could put him? Oh, great. I love these trash bags. He grabs one. Perfect. You're not coming. You're not invited. I invited myself. And Danny's my sponsor. So where he goes, I go. We're basically married. Oh yeah? I thought you liked Noah. Okay. I'm clearly joking with you, and you are so spicy. I like spicy, but I can't with you right now. It's literally been hours since I found out that you put the moves on my boyfriend. Well, I put the moves on him. It was definitely mutual. Don't even go there.
We should. I love you both dearly, but we don't have time to argue if we're gonna be relocating.
Exactly. And Sigma like snaps the trash bag. I'm gonna go do my job to my friend. Kappa just.
Yeah, you phrased that.
I hope he fucking falls down the stairs and gets in the car. And comes back out and is like, sorry, Quinn, do you need me to help put you in a bag?
Be okay, right? Do you think he's just in a closet? Like maybe Evan's just in a closet.
Shit.
Yeah,
Evan. I got so distracted. I'll go find him.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I'll just start putting myself in a bag.
I think he's in the linen closet down in the basement.
It's gotta
Still
make sure everyone's
stuffing food in the bag.
And Kappa is
I
just
just
like,
wanted-
this is Sigma's fault. He fucking distracted me.
No, no, we're okay. I mean, I don't want to be intense about this or anything, but like also like I don't know. I'm starting to feel like like I'm gonna start getting burnt again, and I'm kind of over being burnt for a bit, especially like extra burnt. So I'm just gonna jam myself in this bag. We should probably hurry.
Yeah, the two of you.
We're trying to hurry.
I need the both of you to roll frenzy checks, because by the time Evan gets put in a bag and Daniel gets put in the bag while he's still having a religious moment, they've had to use 6 bags to put him in and duct tape it.
Oh shit.
Is this just the resist frenzy roll?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Both of you are in black trash bags,
I got a 5.
freaking out.
This is gonna be so
Okay.
bad.
How did I get 6?
So you're in the car. You're both in the car. You're both in trash bags. You've taped each other's trash bag as best as you can. There's a small little hole that you can see through. And finally, Kappa and Sigma get in the car. Kappa goes to drive. Sigma also goes to drive and ends up sitting on him, and they fight. And you're like, can we fucking go? Daniel's in the back, having a religious experience. He's like half in the trunk. Evan is actually in the suitcase because he's already fallen into torpor. Like he's been like banana man in there. Yeah. And Sigma's like, you need to let me fucking drive because we only got like 15 minutes to get there. And I'm okay breaking the law. Yeah, you're not breaking the law in Beta's car. What if you get fucking towed? Or you get us caught by Magnus? I'm driving. Okay, then you can sit on my lap. If you really want to fucking drive, you can sit on my lap. Come on, little K. Sit on my lap. No, fuck you. Get out of the way. What are you gonna do? Make me? I swear to God. Sigma. Ooh, that was a sexy voice. Stop it.
Yeah, that was kind of hot.
No, it's good.
From the trash bag.
Taking this out, but Sigma, I'm gonna need you to like grow up for 1 second. I need you to drive us and make sure we get safe. I don't want to die in a trash bag.
See? Quinn wants me to drive. Oh yeah? Well, Noah wants me to drive. Get in the passenger side. And they manhandle each other, but Sigma wins. And Kappa, Kappa like opens the center console and then just starts smashing Sigma's hand in it. And Sigma like, just starts to drive, and it is jerking every which way.
What is this group?
Quinn, I need you to roll 5 d10s for me, please.
Oh shit.
5 of them. Okay, this. Okay, 20. Oh god, no! It just gives me math on this. That's not gonna help me rolling here because you need vampire dice, right?
Nope, that's good. So 6 and above is a success.
So 1, 2,
successes.
3. Yeah.
3 successes.
Numbers. Yeah.
Here's the upside. You make it. Here's the downside. They have to duct tape you in 2 bags, and you're still awake, and the sun's out.
Oh shit.
Why am I awake? Sigma's like, don't worry. Just don't struggle too much. It looks like the people in the lobby are awake.
Oh
We're gonna just carry you up to the penthouse.
We're a walking masquerade breach.
I'm gonna do my best impression of a bag of garbage.
Just pretend you're like clothes or something.
I still having a religious moment right now, or am I like torpor now?
You're still having a religious moment.
What? What?
Yeah.
The bag, one of the bags just like,
Oh.
fuck.
I'm just gonna
What is
say.
this?
I'm just gonna say we're installing a giant cross when we bring Danny into the lobby. You can't lie like that. You're terrible at it. No, listen. I got 20s in my pants. Do you got any cash on you? We could bribe them. We're not bribing blue collar people. We're doing this, you and I. Mission impossible, okay? Can you hold Quinn? Yeah. Okay. Here, we're gonna situate Quinn on Evan. Thank God Evan's got rollers. And you hear him take out the bungee cords. Like, just for storage that Beta has, like by her toolbox underneath the lid of her trunk. And he's like, all right, we're just gonna, Quinn, this is gonna feel weird, don't panic. Don't you think it looks too much like a body? Just say it's a cello. You look like a cello player.
In a garbage bag.
You look like a cello player. They're definitely gonna ask us questions. Just pretend you're good at that, right? I have never lied in my life to like anybody. Okay, well, I've lied a lot, so
I just imagine them checking in. What luggage are you carrying today? Cello. What?
yep. You guys get a roll for them. Are you ready?
No. What the fuck are we doing? Why, Daniel, is all I gotta say.
Who would like to roll for Sigma?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm his sponsor after all.
Who would like to roll for Kappa?
I guess I will.
Okay, so Quinn, you're rolling for yourself and all the other kindred.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh shit. Can I take back my decision?
Okay. So I need all of you to roll charisma and subterfuge. If you do not have at least 4 dice in this roll, you can add however many up to that. As Sigma and Kappa enter the lobby and their bickering suddenly dries out as a woman's voice says, "What can I do for you today?"
Wow.
Good job, Quinn. Here's the plus side. When Daniel drops out of his premonition halfway to the lobby, the receptionist walking to Sigma and Kappa, when he panics in the bag because he has no fucking idea why he's awake and why he's in a bag, he doesn't tear the bag.
I also rolled 2 for Kappa.
Okay, both of them speak at the same time. Kappa says it's a cello. Sigma says we're newlyweds.
God.
And you can feel Kappa's hatred as and like you can feel his head whip over to look at Sigma, and you hear the bag shuffle. You hear Sigma slide his hand around Kappa's shoulder, and there's nothing Kappa can do because they're improving. Yeah, we just moved in. And Sigma, yeah, we got our keys already though. We talked. This is just our stuff we're bringing. My husband, he's a pretty famous composer.
Oh my god, shut up. I love it.
There's a thing of saying too much.
Oh, I see. So you don't need to check in your trash? No, it's not trash. We're just trying a new egotistical. We're trying a new eco-friendly method. Oh yeah, my husband, he's smart. We're already considering a divorce, so we've had a rough morning. Have we? Really? Yeah, rough morning. But we're gonna get coffee and we're gonna have great makeup sex. And she just, okay. You hear her heels click back, obviously not wanting anything in the drama. I see. Can you just show me your ID and your keys, please? Oh yeah, about the ID. And all of a sudden you hear Sigma say, "Fucking shit!
Sorry, I think I said something in my shoe.
Shoe. Probably something on his shoe and it's Kappa's fucking foot.
I'm really sorry to bother you, miss. Could you just let us up to the fucking penthouse, please?
Oh, are you?"
No, I'm not okay. At all.
Is your husband?
He's not divorced. Okay. Here's the key.
I really can't.
You know what? Do you like cash? Here you go.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I am.
And you hear Sigma,
An entire penny? Good God, you are holding out on me. Speak again. And they're gonna call the cops for domestic abuse.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up, Sigma. And he's like, I like it when you hit me. And put caltrops in my shoe. It's nice. You see, our safe word is divorce.
What is this?
just make sure after you check in everything, you come back down with your IDs, okay?
Yeah, we would love to do that. After couples counseling. Yeah, couples counseling.
I need you guys to roll one more subterfuge and charisma.
Oh no. No, I only got a 1 for Kappa.
Jesus Christ, I also only got a 1.
Can I use a willpower for
Nope,
him?
you cannot.
Goddamn.
Okay, you, they make it, but Sigma has to give up all his 20s. And as they're rolling and trundling all of you to the elevator, where Kappa puts in the button, Sigma's like, God, you didn't have to nut tap me like that. Stop talking to me. Stay on your side of the elevator.
Well, what if somebody opens up? What if somebody else gets in with us? We are going to a private floor.
I like your hair.
Don't touch me.
And it just keeps trundling because she's on the penthouse and it keeps trundling.
Man, this is a really long elevator. Could you? You are really stressed out. You know, you could probably use a bath
And some sleep.
probably some food too. You hungry? I bet you this place has got. Ugh. Oh, you pack a punch.
Bing! Kappa trundles out with the suitcase and the trash bag that is Quinn.
I'm really sorry, Quinn. I'm really sorry, Evan.
And Sigma's like,
Don't worry.
Great.
Don't worry, Danny. I'm also seeing JC right now, but he is not. Oh, God. He is not telling me that everything's gonna be okay. What if you impacted my ability to have children? You don't need any more. That's rude. You don't know.
Daniel is everything about this is so fucking illogical right now.
he smooths your face, Daniel, through the bag.
What?
Yeah, he's just petting it.
He's like, you did a good job. You caught on perfectly. It's a really good thing you didn't freak out and rip through the bag, because you would have died. Whew. Whew. You know what? Kappa, I'm kind of looking forward to spending the day with you.
And that's when you all fall into torpor.
That's when we fall into torpor. That is when it happens. Okay.
Yep, the penthouse door opens up. And it is lost on you exactly what they do with the trash bags and the suitcase.
Your beta's back.
That's
All I
Quinn.
can hope is that when I wake up this evening, I still have 2 people. And not just one.
One can hope.
Because if Kappa has his way, Sigma will die.
Oh boy. Oh, it's fine. It'll be fine.
I wish this was an anime so I could watch them animated.
Right?
Wow, that was crazy. I was not expecting that. That was improv. Phew. Would you guys like a little scene? Okay. It's up to you guys. It's something that would have happened this morning. So there's not really there's not much the coterie can do about it.
Right. We just want to know. Tell us the things.
we know there's a possibility of a thing to know, we want to know the thing.
Okay.
There's stuff to know.
Okay. Then this is like a little snippet. Across town. As the sun peaks over the horizon and fills the valley that mass is cupped in. It fills the valley like a bowl of sunshine, chasing away the night and shadows. A quaint home. A tall tree in the backyard with a swing set and matching tire swing linked to two opposite large branches. It's clear this tree has been here decades upon decades. The brick front colonial stands next to it has housed these people, this family, through thick and thin and tragedy. Last night, 2 guests arrived home with the son of this household. And though all have settled to sleep, an alarm will sound, and a certain Oma will wake to make her children breakfast and her guests. But before that, there's someone else that makes an appearance. But he's too late. He's too late because the sun has already risen, and the person that he wants to talk to can't. When the sun... And even though it took him such effort to drag his broken body through the Umbra, he appeared too late. And that hope that he was holding on to, and that dying tether that he refuses to give up, to let go, because his mom told him to get up. It lingers, even though he's failed. Still, he slides down that large tree, using the tire swing to hold the majority of his weight. And it's now that he notices how bloody he still is. His knuckles have dried, his face feels taut. When he reaches up to scrub it, flecks of red break off in his palm. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing he was late. Maybe it was meant to be. But still, he closes his eyes, and he leans his head back against that tree. Wouldn't it be so nice, he thinks, to rest? He isn't sure how long he stays there. Hours, moments. His eyes close of their own volition. And when he opens them, it hurts to move, to look in either direction, but he spots a hose. If he could just get to it, maybe he could clean his face. And they'd let him inside. He tries to push his body forward, to move. But it's been too long since he's eaten. The hollow hole that sits between his ribs is hunger. He looks down at the grass and considers its edibility. The tree. Hell, the tire swing. But even if he tried, he wouldn't have the energy to chew. Another wave of exhaustion sweeps through him. A cascade. A tidal wave. But it's soft, beckoning him to just close his eyes. His chapped lips burn when he licks them, and he can feel that one side of his mouth is still so swollen he wonders what he looks like. His nose is probably crooked. One eye, the vision is fuzzy, no matter how many times he blinks. And it feels like he's been face-fucked by just thousands of pounds of sand. his senses that are hyper attuned in this moment. After all, he used them to track through the Umbra to find the tether that brought him to this very spot. He smells someone awake. Coffee, cereal. His stomach lets out a growl and a grumble. And ultimately, it is his survival instincts that push him forward because his will has no gas. Even an army dies on an empty stomach. And so he steps forward, crawling on all fours towards the back door. He stops only a moment to peel off his shirt. He doesn't register where he tosses it, and he mutters, though the sound of his voice is less than a whisper. It's a prayer to his mom, that this Oma likes dogs. And he shifts, leaving his phone, his favorite pair of boots, his pants, his belt, his shirt, all of it. He whimpers as he crawls across the grass. The few meters feel like the Atlantic. And when he makes it to the door, all he can do is rest his fuzzy little chin on the weather stripping outside. And he prays. He prays to his mom that this Oma takes her coffee outside in her beautiful backyard, or he's not gonna make it. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
That's me sobbing again. Good job.
I was a little nervous with the silence. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, okay. You know, emotional there. They're like, okay. Like, I want you. Okay.
Oh, it's done now? Oh.
They're like,
Oh, fuck.
Thank you guys for hanging out. For the silly, the serious, the dramatic, the emotional, and the romance.